Hi, welcome back to You Are the Answer. Today we're going to talk about the Big-Blok V-8 engine of your energy systems. This is the Phosphagen system, the one that provides the most power, the fastest, but it also runs out really quickly. Regardless of what kind of an athlete you are or what kind of training you're doing, you're going to utilize the Phosphagen system within the first several seconds of any workout. So pretty much anyone can benefit from understanding how the Phosphagen system works and how to maximize it. But if you're somebody who's in a strength building program whose workouts are requiring high intensity, short duration, and heavy loads, then you really need to pay attention to this. Remember that your muscle energy comes from the breakdown of ATP. The Phosphagen system provides a couple of really important upsides compared to the other two systems. Namely, number one, it provides the most energy, and number two, it does so the fastest. And this is due in large part to the fact that the Phosphagen system has only 3 short steps to make ATP. The first step is that it breaks down the stored ATP that was already in your muscles. The second step is that it breaks down the phosphocreatine that was also already stored in your muscles, and it converts it into both creatine and phosphates. And the third step is where it takes those new phosphates and then links them to a new mothership and creates new ATP, further fueling your workouts. Now the downsides compared to the other two systems are also pretty big. It runs out really fast and it takes longer to replenish. So the trick here is pretty obvious. You want to maximize the upsides and minimize the downsides as much as possible. And you do this through smart programming in your training and your nutrition. Starting with training. The Phosphagen system is going to provide you up to about 15 seconds of max effort power output, after which time if you extend your set beyond that, you're going to start dipping into the other two energy systems and your power output is going to start to decline. So what you want to try to do is keep your rep range between 1 and 5 on any given set. Then you got to incorporate rest. The rule is that you typically want to have about 10 to 12 seconds of rest for every second of work. That translates into you copping a squat after the set is over and contemplating the universe on a bench for about 2 to 3 minutes, then getting up and starting another set. If you try to shortcut that time frame, what's going to happen is you're not going to have fully recharged the system and you're going to start missing some big lifts on your money sets. The nutrition piece to this is also really straightforward. You want to make sure that you're consuming enough of the right foods and supplements the night before you train to accomplish 2 things. Number 1, you want to replenish ATP and phosphocreatine levels in the muscle the day before you train. Number 2, you want to make sure that you have enough of the right materials left over so that you can replenish and recharge ATP during your workouts. So the night before you train, make sure that you're consuming plenty of starchy carbohydrates from sources like potatoes or yams or white rice or supplements that have maltodextrin and or waxy maize. And this is going to help you to replenish glycogen levels, which is in turn going to raise up your ATP levels in the muscle. And also make sure that you're consuming plenty of protein from sources like beef and pork and fish, because these are the food sources that are highest in creatine and are going to help replenish the phosphocreatine levels in the muscle. Also, creatine monohydrate is really a great supplement to take. It's really effective, it's safe, it's been around a long time, it's inexpensive, you can find it almost anywhere, and it's very effective at recharging the ATP system. So if you're not taking it already, you need to start. The dosage requirements are roughly about 3 to 5 grams, about 30 to 60 minutes before you train, and you can even take the same amount immediately after training, and you're going to get some really solid results with increased energy, increased stamina, and faster recovery. So that's it in a nutshell. You can maximize the upside and minimize the downside of the Phosphagen system by paying attention to your training, doing your homework on nutrition. So get up, get out there, lift some heavy ass shit, and go set some PRs. And remember that you are the difference between good, better, or best. Thanks for checking us out again, and see you next time.